All right. All right. Look at what we've got. What's that from, Risky?
I don't even know, dude.
You come on, man. You played Destiny. Don't play with me.
I played it once or twice.
Oh, you shoulder charger bastard. Man. You such a liar. You such a liar.
Just because I have 5,000 shoulder charge kills doesn't mean anything, dude.
Yes, 5,000, you bastard. I hate you. I hate you so much.
Oh, man.
Wow.
I've never played Destiny, but I bought a bunch of scratch off tickets once, and I feel like it's the same experience.
It really is. Destiny, you're gambling with your money. So, welcome everybody. Welcome to another episode of Binge or Cringe. Okay,
Binge or Cringe. Which one?
Most of the time, we usually just binge, but there have been our moments where we be like, really, really, like.
I think in most occasions, like. It's a lot of cringing that goes with the binging.
Oh yeah, for
right?
sure. Like, I don't think we've had an episode where we'd be like full on cringe.
We'll get there when we get to. I mean, I don't know if you do a 18 plus recording, but like once we have the hentai panel, oh buddy, oh man, there are some anime. And I'm not even joking. Like I really, if you don't know this about me, I guess I don't know if it's not the blur bar. It's fine. Like
it's definitely not. Go ahead, say what you want to say. Look, my podcast is very explicit.
I unironically really enjoy analyzing and breaking down, like talking about hentai. I think it's like really cool. It's
funny.
It's something. The good ones, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like you need to reword that to analyzing instead of analyzing.
Dog, I'm trying to drink a drink here, man. Anyway, this is not the Binge and Cringe hentai. All right. I guess you probably cringe at a lot of I feel like we're going to cringe at a lot of ecchi, and then we're going to cringe.
We're definitely going to do that though. We're definitely going to do like a harem ecchi.
I was going to say harem. We got to cringe at harem. Now, do we cringe at satire? Because we have to talk. I think we can have a whole thing about satire because that's what like One Punch Man is. That's what.
Now here's the thing. I don't cringe at satire. I look at it like, it catches you off guard. You're like, oh, this is what you expect of this anime, though. So it is what it is. But I feel like before we get derailed too much, for today's episode, we're going to be talking about obviously golden classic, very iconic. Goes down in the history. Even those who haven't watched it or have heard of it acknowledge the fact that it's up there with one of the classics, iconic classics. Oh, wait 1 second. And that would be Yu Yu Hakusho.
I don't know where to go.
Oh, wow.
You know what? Look, one of my favorite videos is you ever see it on Facebook where they put that song to the Hispanic boys dancing, the line dance thing?
Oh no.
Yo, that video on Facebook, I swear. You know how you can save videos? I saved it. Yeah. I saved that video. They be killing it to that song.
I seen it with the one, the big dude that like yeah, I seen that one.
Classic.
Man, it's even that. Just all right. It's not my show. I'm gonna take a step back. You go ahead and lead us, leader.
No, man. Like I said, like you already know, this has always been a free reign type thing. Like I'll take the reins when I need to, but like for the most part, I like the fact that everybody just throws themselves into the conversation and just go ham. Because I could do that myself.
There's only 3 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skeleton Crew. We're doing Skeleton Crew this time.
So, but yeah, definitely Yu Yu Hakusho. I am joined today by both Risky Sama, the legendary one.
Hey.
Yo.
And my boy Argent.
Hey, it's your boy Ace Trainer Argent. Okay, they call me the Living Codex. All right, Professor Oak favorite guy.
Wait. The Living Codex.
But you never. I say that all the time. So you don't listen to the Blur Bar then?
I do listen to the Blur Bar, but no, bro. When you say the Living Codex, I laugh every time I hear it. I swear I laugh every time I hear it.
You got me messed up when you said Ace Trainer. Get out of here.
Hey, is the Ace Trainer a West Willie, baby? Okay.
Well, look, I want to see you. I gotta see you in combat against Risky because he's phenomenal. Risky gave me a run for my money. I almost beat him, but he beat me.
What y'all playing?
Pokemon.
Y'all playing Smoke Out OU singles?
Huh?
Y'all playing OU singles or what?
No, it was doubles. It was singles or doubles?
Singles.
It was singles, yeah.
What tier? UU or OU?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Know what that means.
Okay. You're good. Don't worry about it. But yes, hello. My name is Sterling, also known as Ace Trainer Argent. My good friend, the Ideal Tone. Here we've known each other since we were lads, and he ran around the realm of the goddess herself, Ladiva Davis.
Oh wow, that name I haven't heard in a while.
Yo, can I tell you something really funny though? This is completely off topic. So my aunt also went to Kappa, and she was a dancer. I am not joking. You could not say Ladiva Davis in her house. You couldn't say the name. Like the name was banned.
I could. You know what? I'm gonna just leave it at that. You know what? You never know if Ladiva might see this, and I love you, Ladiva, always.
What the heck? I don't even know what's happening right now.
Risky, don't ask questions. I will tell you. Look, after the podcast, I will be more than happy to tell you my past.
Okay, that's fine.
But let's get into it. So, obviously, we're talking about Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yes.
This is a question that y'all know I usually start off with, and I'm going to continue to start off with this question because it always bears the truth of what it is, or like it brings forward the starting conversation of definitely. Thank you. I couldn't get it out, but it's a good talking point. It brings forward of why we started. What drew you to this anime? What kept you going with it? What made you watch it?
Risky, please, my good man.
So, do you guys know? So, I don't. Do you guys, off the top of your heads, know when the original airing in the U.S. for Yu was?
Here's the thing. I don't. I know the first time I actually seen it was during what we consider as our generation the golden age for anime on Toonami. That's what I remember watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See, same here, and I will have to say I watched other anime before that. So seeing a show like Yu Yu Hakusho come on, I was just like, oh, this is another anime. Let me watch it. And boy, that thing stuck with me. Like the first step, like I remember him learning the spear gun and everything. Like it stuck with me, man. I love strong main characters, and I think that's what got me. Because I was all about Goku, and then all of a sudden, this dude learning how to be a badass really got to me.
Because I felt like, okay, yeah, this Goku. Goku's a good guy. Goku's like the average good superhero who wasn't a superhero, but he was the protagonist. And, he learned he was powerful and everything. Whereas in Yu Yu Hakusho brought in a whole new era for me where it was grungy. This kid was a thug, a punk, and he changed his life around strictly through fighting and like.
My man was still cutting class.
See, I was already watching like Trigun and stuff like that when I first started watching Yu Yu. So to me, I was already kind of used to people not liking the main protagonist, but really he was the good guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was crazy, man. And like even his teachers hated him, except the one who was like the principal or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, hey man, stop being an ass. And he was like, no, no, please. I'm trying to remember because there was a point in time where like we got Dragon Ball, Ronin Warriors, Sailor Moon. What else was there? Because it just all came together.
Rurouni Kenshin was in there.
Was Rurouni Kenshin in there?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yes,
Rurouni Kenshin was in there.
This was like. Do y'all remember? And for those watching, hopefully y'all remember. I was born in '92. I'll date myself, But if we're running around the same age, there was a point in time where Toonami's color scheme was like black and blue.
Yeah, no,
and
you're right.
We had the Invader, and Tom like died, but then Tom came back.
It was a different time, though. Like,
yeah, I mean, it was still Steve Blum.
Yeah.
But, and then it was like Silver and Blue, and then there was a point in time with Naruto, One Piece, and something else where Toonami's
Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach.
And its color scheme was I don't.
It wasn't Bleach.
So. I feel like Bleach was Adult Swim, but it wasn't Toonami.
I think Bleach was after Toonami kind of went off, like went dark.
Okay.
But I say all that to say, like with Naruto, I would specifically remember Naruto and One Piece. Toonami's color scheme was white and red, and like when everything would come on.
Yeah.
So the era of Yu Yu Hakusho was when it was like black and blue, and I specifically. So I remember all these things together. And then I just watched all these things together.
No, what do you mean black and blue? Like, you got me a little lost on that part.
I think he talked about like the lighting of the ship and like the background and stuff.
Exactly, the color scheme. Because you remember how like it'd be like up next we'd have this, and it would just be on that hollow screen.
Yeah,
like it was like a screen, and then it was like show snippets of the show. They didn't do that when it was Naruto and One Piece, and everything was white and red. Like they just showed snippets of the show.
Yeah.
I'll come back with the show notes of like, here's what Toonami looked like in like 02, and here's what Toonami looked like in 06. But anyway, I say all that to say that's how I just was like, hey, I'm watching Dragon Ball Z. Hey, I'm watching Dragon Ball. Hey, I'm watching Yu Yu Hakusho. Like we're here. This is what we're doing. You know?
So it just stuck because it was something a part of it for you.
Yeah, I mean, I already once I watched my anime buy-in was Dragon Ball. Actually, because I was introduced to Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, okay, I love Goku. Goku is my second favorite character in Dragon Ball Z after Gohan, of course, my boy. All right, yeah. And we can have a whole
no. Look, we already did the Dragon Ball Z episode. Let's not go back.
No, we didn't. I didn't pop off about my boy.
No. We already went into that. If we go back to Dragon Ball Z, it'll be specifically because the new series is coming out. Hopefully, like they're continuing Super, then we'll come back.
Now, look, out of respect for you and the rules of your land, I will not pop off about Gohan right now.
Right now.
Everybody follow at the blurb bar for me to pop off about Gohan. Shameless plug. But my favorite character was Goku, so my buy-in with anime was getting to see Dragon Ball and seeing, like, it's wild that, and I'm not going to pop off, but, like, at one point, Krillin was as strong as Goku. At one point, Goku was throwing hands with Yajirobe, and it wasn't like, Yajirobe.
Yeah.
So I was already bought in. I was like, anime? Yes, I don't care what it is. Yeah, I'm going to watch Blood Plus. I don't get it. Bats. Like,
bats.
Got a sword. They're bats.
See, it still throws me off to think that when I was watching Yu Yu Hakusho, I was also watching like Ronin Warriors, bro.
Ronin Warriors. Couldn't tell you the plot right now. Gun to my head. Could not tell you.
Oh no, Risky can tell you the plot of Gundam.
And Knights of the Zodiac. Never. I was like,
I never actually gave that a shot. To be real,
I never watched it. I
never gave it a shot. Never did. I don't know why. I just never did. Never gave it a shot. But
that answers your question. Tell me about
what
was why did I continue watching it? It was cool. It was anything that was like fights, I'm in. I don't care.
What do I say, Risky? What do I say?
I don't remember what you said.
The hands, man.
The hands.
The hands. Everybody gets the hands, okay? They throwing hands. That's all. All right, let me. Here's why I got drawn in, obviously, because it was something different. It was grungy. I was like, all right, this is a street punk. And he's changing his life slowly, but he's still a street punk. He's still true to himself. I love that. It was crazy. But he was the good guy. He was the nice guy on the low.
Yeah, but he was a scoundrel with a heart of gold.
Yes, basically, diamond in the rough. But the thing about it was the hands, the fights, man, that kept me going. I was like, what's happening in the next episode? They was throwing hands non-stop. There was episodes are here, in betweens where they was like, okay, I'm talking to my girlfriend, blah, 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 blah. But that didn't last long. It didn't last long before they was throwing hands again or they was training. And, man, good times. Good times.
Oh, yeah.
Good times. They knew how to throw down at Yu Yu Hakusho every time. But let's move. But that guides me into the next question. Your favorite? You know what? I'm not even going to ask the question.
Okay.
No, I am going to ask a question, but it's not the one question I originally had. Sorry.
Okay.
Break it down.
Are you asking a question? I'm confused. What's the itinerary? What's happening?
So this question is going to tie into the next question that I got after that. Favorite character?
Oh, man. Risky, please.
No. You wouldn't. Risky went last. Risky went first last time. Just come on, Argent.
Favorite character? Oh, man. You know, I think one really, really strong thing about this series is it's a great cast. Great cast, man.
For sure.
Like, you got Yusuke, the lovable scoundrel, that's Punch Boy, everybody. You got Kuwabara, who, like, it's great to see, like, oh, you're my rival. And Yusuke's like, I just don't like you. I don't care what you do or who you do it with. Go away. To see Yusuke in the first season fight Hiei and fight Kurama, and then they come back as allies, dog. It was just awesome. You know, I don't know, man. I love my mama a lot. It might be Kurama just because I vibe with that.
No, Kurama, he loved his mama. He definitely loved his mama.
Did. But he was that bull. It was always like, he ain't got this. And then it was like some weird things like, wait, do he ain't not got this? And it was like, he ain't got this.
Let's just say, I'm gonna just go. So who was it then, Argent? Who was it? Kurama?
Dude, I don't know, man. It might have to be the boy, Yusuke himself.
All right, no, run it for sure. If it's Yusuke, run it. Like, for shit, it is what it is. But all right, I'm gonna go next. Me,
okay.
I love all the characters. But hands down, Hiei.
It's not Botan. I feel like it's Botan.
No, Botan, my side joint. Okay. No, sorry, I'm joking. But like, Hiei, hands down. Hiei never had a disappointing fight to me. Never. And like you said, you would think like, does he got it? Hiei doesn't got it. Wait, he got it. He pulls a win every time. He pulled a win, and I'm like,
I also really like that. Like, there were times like when it was like, oh, you thought I didn't have the Jagan eye? I was like, oh, he had the Jagan.
Like, Hiei's fights were some of the most crazy and iconic fights next to Yusuke's, in my personal opinion. Like,
Kurama be knocking people out.
No.
Smooth. Fast.
Kurama, I don't even consider Kurama's fights iconic. They were savage. They were savage. Kurama, he pulled wins like nobody else, and he was merciless.
Dog, how he left them? It's one thing to fade a person. How you turn him into a bouquet of flowers, dog? That's
merciless.
For real, dude. For real.
I remember one fight. Someone asked him, "Did you believe in mercy?" He was like, "No." And then he just let him die. And I was like, yo, he really, I'm like, don't mess with Kurama. Don't piss him off. He does not believe in any type of mercy. He like, come on. Risky, what about you, man?
So I think favorite character, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is it Kawima?
No. My favorite character is definitely got to be Yusuke. Yusuke was the man throughout the entire series. You were watching the show, Hiei, Kurama, and all them. They were badass characters, but you were watching it for Yusuke. You wanted to see that man just whoop ass. But I will tell you this: he does not have my favorite fight.
Don't say it. No, don't go on. That's the next question.
I'm helping lead in.
That's the next question. Next question. Favorite fight of this, and you know what? I'm not going to say it a series. Favorite fight. You know what? Favorite fight of the Dark Tournament, because that's what I want to lead into.
Oh, the Dark.
The Dark Tournament.
Do me like this, dog.
The Dark Tournament, and we all know the Dark Tournament was that arc. It was that arc.
It really was.
I think I've watched from the beginning, and then I hit the Dark Tournament, and I know the Three Kings is like really, really banging, and the other Spirit Detective arc is like really awesome. But I'm just like, man, I don't know. Dark Tournament is where it's at. That's where all the nostalgia is.
Dark Tournament,
yeah,
man. 100%. It was the Dark Tournament was perfection.
Mm-hmm.
For Yu Hakusho.
Was it though? Let's take off the rose-colored glasses.
I'm listening.
Because if we're going to talk about like of this era, we got to be honest, right? Because there is no way that I would sit here and be like, oh, Dragon Ball Z was like a masterpiece. Like,
I'm not saying that.
And I love Dragon Ball Z. I really do.
I would never say Dragon Ball Z is a masterpiece. I would never say those words.
I mean,
because there was some things about
masterpiece. Y'all get out of here. I hate all
of you. No, I could never say that because there's some things about certain arcs and I'm like, okay.
And Dragon Ball Z had its filler. Like, we talk about Inuyasha. I mean, it don't compare Inuyasha or Naruto. But we talk about Inuyasha, we talk about Naruto. Dragon Ball Z filler?
Yeah.
Piccolo getting his driver's license. That was like one of my favorite fillers.
Oh my God. Don't remind me of that one.
Dude, don't forget about awesome. Don't forget when Krillin was a police officer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, really short tangent. Can we just please appreciate Yamcha having supernatural martial arts abilities and then going to become a professional athlete? Genius, dog. Genius.
No, that was smart. That was a very smart move. He made money.
Anyway, Yu Yu Hakusho. Taking off the rose-colored glasses here, right? With the Dark Tournament, I really loved the intrigue of it all with like, okay, what's going on with the Toguro brothers and like, how do we stop it? And, you know, Toguro using random percentages for his power, which I apply to my daily life of using random percentages because of it's the combination of younger Toguro and Frieza. And then we got a whole meme of like, this is not even my final form. But favorite fight of the Dark Tournament, I actually unironically really love Kuwabara in his power of love against Elder Toguro. That was like the fly swatter. Really, this is hilarious. Yeah. It's like, oh, dog. And, all right, I'm going to keep it short because I talk forever. I'm sorry. It's either going to be, of course, Yusuke versus younger Toguro, or the knife fight, dog. When they threw the knives down, and it was like, you can't. Was. Whew.
No, he was funny, yo. Chew, that was his name. Chew was his name. Yeah. Chew, he was hilarious. Chew was like, I might got a pretty tail one out there. I might fight all over, huh?
Also, very interesting thing to think about, right? So I know I watched it dubbed because I was young and watching it on Toonami, but I think there was a difference between, like, I'm pretty sure there was like more drinking and smoking and stuff, which was all censored.
There was in the original. So,
I don't know. I gotta go watch it and sub now.
No, in the original there was a lot more drinking and smoking.
I know Yusuke's mom still smoked in the.
No, she did, but it wasn't as heavy as in the original, if I'm not mistaken. Risky favorite fight.
Oh, all right. So there's a lot of badass fights, and I'm gonna be honest. I was super close to having to pick Yusuke versus younger Toguro as my favorite fight, but
it's a banging fight, dog.
Bro, it really is, man. And with Kuwabara giving up his life for him to fight, man, it was beautiful. I cried and I loved it. But
we all cried.
Yeah. But Hiei versus, what was that dude? I always just called him Boo. Or Boo, wait, however you want to call it. The final fight in the
Bowie.
Dark Bo, yeah, however you want to say it.
I don't know why I remember these names. Why do I remember these names so clearly?
Yeah, but Hiei versus him, dude, in the finals of the Dark Tournament. That was the craziest fight ever.
No, dude. Yeah, I love that fight. When he fused with the darkness flame. He fused with the dragon.
Much, yeah.
Literally,
like the man put his ass into a fucking coma just to beat somebody in a tournament. Like he gave up his life practically.
I mean, there are moments I still get chills just thinking about the phrase "Dragon of the Darkness Flame." Oh,
right.
It's in there. It's in my brain.
No, I think all right. So So when he first used it, that was epic. It was like the first fight in the tournament. And then the time he fought Bowie, like you said, when he used it then, I think my favorite part of that was when he said, Bowie stopped the dragon and he thought he won. But then he was like, I hope you don't think that dragon is complete. He added Bowie to it. I was like, this motherfucker.
That bull. If all right, who? It's a short side tangent, if I may. Tone, of course, forgive me, sire, please.
Bow before me, you shall kneel.
Who else in all of the 90s anime can we really say is that bull? Really? Like, we got Vegeta, we got Hiei. Like, who else we got? Kakashi. Kakashi might very well be that bull, right?
Yeah.
Urahara very well could be that.
What's the main character in Cowboy Bebop? What's his name?
Spike Spiegel is actually that bull.
No, Spike will mess you up.
Yeah, he is, bro. Come on, like he gets it. He definitely gets it.
You could say really that Vicious also could be that bull. Vicious had a fucking bird. People got guns and ships. Vicious had a sword and a bird and a can-do attitude. That was it. That's all that man had. But yeah, I don't know. We just when you talk about that bull,
he was the bull, hands down. Hands down. Look, to the point now, any game that has Hiei in it. Shout out to J-Stars and Jump Force.
I was going to ask if they put him in Jump Force.
They did, and I was like, finally, god damn it! I was in there going ham. I was like, Dragon of the shut up, die. I consumed the dragon and everything, and I was killing people. I was lying. I was like, yes, get it. Like my favorite characters on Jump Force to use are Hiei and Killua, hands down. Them two bulls is some nasty, fierce competitors.
Killua's Godspeed is it's where it's at, bro.
Is Tanjiro in Jump Force, or is that never going to happen for licensing reasons?
It's probably never going to happen, but it's kind of stupid, but they might as well put him in.
Wait, or at least Gintama's in Jump Force, right?
Gintoki,
sorry. Gintoki, who is the main character of Gintama.
I don't think
is so.
He? I don't think he
I gotta double check that.
I feel like he was in J-Stars, but not Jump Force.
Yeah, J-Stars, not Jump Force. Which they did have a lot more characters in J-Stars than Jump Force.
I enjoyed J-Stars, but the story was super corny.
The story was horrible.
Yeah.
But I only played the story in order to get the characters.
Gintoki is not in Jump Force.
Okay. I think J-Stars, they had more characters than J-Stars.
They had everybody.
They had a broad range of characters in J-Stars. It was a lot more competitive, in my opinion. But like competitive as in a sense, like they had so many characters. Even they meshed the old and new characters together. You know what I mean? Jump Force, they have all the like really popular characters only for the most part.
Like Bakugo, like Katsuki Bakugo.
Mm-hmm. Which I like Bakugo, but well, we're getting off the rails.
Yu Yu Hakusho, Ghost Files. It has psychics. It has the afterlife. It has super iconic characters like Younger Toguro, like Genkai. Actually,
Genkai was super OP.
Yeah.
Genkai was awesome. Like,
she was OP. Like, and then the fact Genkai. Let's be real. All right, Genkai was a genius.
Mm-hmm.
Like a straight up genius. She came up with the orb that empowered her. And she developed it and kept adding to it for years and years just to pass her powers on to the next generation, which ended up being Yusuke. But like the fact that you came up with that, you came up with different. You came up with the spirit wave technique, which had multiple different forms. You can't like you had the basic spirit wave, then you had it you could do it in a punch or a blast. You had the spirit
shotgun, baby.
You had the
spirit shotgun.
Spirit shotgun. Then you had the spirit reflection blast and all that. She has a repertoire of techniques, which me personally, I felt like Yusuke should have tried to learn all of them. Not that he didn't, but there was so much more he could have learned from her.
She also got bodied though, so I mean,
hey! You see me? I am
look
old.
Here, dude. Just because I say that doesn't mean I didn't cry after she had died, and Yusuke's like in the cave, and then he's like shooting his gun in the air. Like, bro, I was getting chills that entire time.
Man.
And then you saw his anger, man, and his sadness just come out, and you're just like, whoa, this man is about to go off.
Yeah, man.
And off he did go.
Definitely true. If I had to say my favorite fight of the Dark Tournament, the first fight. Not to say that the rest of the fights weren't great, because I loved all of them. But the first fight just left an impression on me when he was like, "My Jagan, I might not be real," but it gives me exactly what I need. He burnt you to a crisp, yo. He literally was like, "Yo, your Jagan, not real." And he was like, in a way, it has a mind of its own. It loathes disrespect. I was like, this mother.
That boy.
He was that boy. Oh man. All right, next question. Obviously we talked about the Dark Tournament. I feel that the Dark Tournament was one of the best arcs. Do y'all agree or disagree? I don't know. Say it real quick. So
I'm going to be honest, because I didn't finish everything. I'm not going to say, I can't say. Mm-hmm. I know I enjoy it. Mm-hmm. I think it's great. I'll go back and watch it. I've gone back and watched it, and I'll do it again.
Risky?
Yeah, I'd have to say it, because I've watched all the way through it, but honestly, I don't remember everything after the Dark Tournament, because I'm going to be real. When I rewatch Yu Yu Hakusho, usually I'm just like, all right, let's just get to the real good stuff. Let's just jump straight to the Dark Tournament. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I've watched the Dark Tournament quite a few times.
Dark Tournament's where it's at. Yeah, I had to say the Dark Tournament was my favorite arc. But let's add some controversy. Least favorite arc.
Least favorite,
or like the least favorite arc, or the arc that you hate. That arc, like, you can't stand that arc.
I think it's fascinating, because I do remember parts of the Three Kings, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I remember when they had the Kuwabara had to pick. There were two Yusuke's, and the Kuwabara's like, he's like, I know which one's the real Yusuke, and everybody's like, should we really trust Kuwabara with this of all? I think it's fascinating, because that arc was so psychological, where it's like, you can't just punch all your problems. Like, you really have to
wait. That wasn't the Three Kings, was it?
What was that?
That was the detective. That was the other Spirit Detective arc.
I believe you.
Yeah, that was the previous Spirit Detective arc.
Well, either way, it was nice. Right after you get all this super high octane shonen, prime shonen, you gotta all right, now we're gonna think to solve our problems, and it's like, man, you just punched his name. But it's great. It's strong writing, but how fulfilling is it to Sterling, who is 11 years old?
So, is that your least or your favorite arc, or
I'll probably love it now? But where I stand now, until I rewatch the entire series, meh. Yeah, I would say it's probably great.
Here's my thing: I hate that arc. So much. I hate that arc. Don't get me wrong. The whole arc isn't completely bad, but it's just some points of it. I'm like, man, if y'all don't punch this loser.
You can't punch all your problems, Stone. Trust me.
Man, it was a shonen anime. Okay? Punch this fool.
No, you can say it. It's Black History Month. You can say it.
No, that's cool. I ain't gonna say it. Punch this fool.
No, it's Black History Month.
No, I'm good. My niggas. My niggas. How you say it? But yeah, I was like, if you don't punch this mother, get right in his face, get up in his mitt and knock him senseless.
Get him in his mitt and mink. Show that we from Philly.
So I was like, man, crazy. I'm trying to tell you. The best part was towards the end for me, but I digress. Risky.
So I'm gonna have to say that I didn't really have an arc that I didn't like exactly. Because I mean, when I first watched it, I watched it as a kid growing up, so that was like 30-minute segments. So anytime I got to watch Yu Yu Hakusho, I was freaking into it. No matter if they weren't throwing hands, you're just like, oh, next episode they getting it. Oh, next episode they gonna be getting it. So you just, as a kid, you just keep hyping up the next episode. So there's not really anything I didn't like about it. That's why I like the show, is that I didn't really get bored. Yeah, because I was excited about what happens next.
Here's the thing: I wasn't bored with that arc. It just was like, okay, they've been fighting all this time. Now they thinking their problems through. Like what?
Sometimes you gotta think about the problem.
I was like, where's the hands, man? Where's they're not throwing hands? Like where's?
Wait, are you talking about the arc after the Dark?
Yeah.
Tournament?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's almost like after they kill
Taguro.
Rurouni Kenshin, after they kill the main bad guy. What was his name?
Bandage Man.
Yeah, Bandage Man.
Yeah.
After they kill him, there's actually like 40 episodes after that.
No, there is. And I was like, okay, yeah.
Right. I see what you're saying now.
Something.
Which is why once the Kyoto arc is over for me, I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm done. So
we gotta finish it out.
I finished it. Don't get me wrong. I'm a true anime fan. I always finish my anime, but when I rewatch it, I already know what happens. I'm not going back to watch that part. Like, what's the point? Like, I just want to see the nitty gritty. But yeah, I think. But of that arc, even though it's my least favorite arc, it had one of my most favorite fights. Yusuke versus the other. Shunsui, I think his name was.
Yeah.
The dude.
Yeah, the other spirit detective. Yo, that fight, man, was epic. And then I'm sorry, excuse me.
No, you'll get it in post. It's fine.
And then not only that, Yusuke, you come to find out Yusuke's not even who you originally thought this motherfucker was. He's half demon. Like what? And when he died, he reawakens as one. Like what?
Also, this stream will contain spoilers for you.
We already done that. Like I'm just saying. You look at this point. You come to watch Binge or Cringe. You come to see spoilers. It is what it is. Spoiler alert! You're watching Binge or Cringe.
It practically Bleach ripped off freaking Yu Yu Hakusho because I mean what Ichigo turns into a damn Quincy. Okay. Come on, bro.
Ichigo's everything. Right?
Yeah,
there was a point in time where I texted one of my best friends, and I was completely messing with him. I was like, "Yo, how crazy is it that Ichigo is the Soul King?" And my best friend was like, "Okay, either that's really funny, or I'm pissed at you for spoiling it, but I don't know which one."
No, that's crazy though, because he was everything. He was technically the Soul King, or it could be the Soul King.
No, he
could be the Soul King. The Soul King had a really big interest in him, for the simple fact that he had all those powers. Like,
I feel like no, he didn't have anything to do with the Soul King in the end. It was Joe. What is his name? Ukitake. Ended up. This is not the. Anyway, sorry. Commenting on the similarities of the shonen formula from 1996 to really, honestly, what? My Hero Academia?
Still, really? It's a lot of similarities even now. Yeah.
It's
because My Hero has a lot of similarities to Naruto in a way.
Okay, now this is a topic I could talk about for 37 minutes.
Well, let's not do that. Let's not do that. I'm gonna stop you right there.
Boy, I'm rubbing the hands.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
I got my PowerPoint presentation. What? But I think so. What I actually in the most recent episode of our podcast, we were talking about Jujutsu Kaisen, and Josh was like, "Oh, it gives me Naruto vibes." And I'm like, well, it's shonen, so if you're looking in the category bin,
mm-hmm.
A lot of the stuff's gonna feel similar because it's a category.
Right.
You're reading this category, so it's oh, Haikyuu is kind of like Yamawabushi Pedal. I'm like, well, yeah, they're tropes that are going to come through. There's specific storytelling elements that are going to come through and be a part of both. But I think when you're in the categories, the things that make things shine are the differences, right? So I think, because Demon Slayer is shonen, right? But we see it's not a thing of like, ooh, he happened to get this 11th hour power up. Like, no, Tanjiro worked for everything that he has. Mm-hmm. And now, even in Jujutsu Kaisen, Yuji is like a cut ahead of everyone else, but that adds to the mystery. Is he Special Boy? He is Special Boy. But that's what shonen is. Shonen's about Special Boy.
And I have to say, though, I just caught up on Jujutsu Kaisen. That shit's raw. I'm freaking about it.
Oh, yeah,
Next episode needs to hurry up.
It's going to be in talks. Same as Demon Slayer, same as My Hero Academia, just like some of the greatest like storytelling. Period.
It's really good, man.
It's really good.
Like, I don't. Okay, we know what we'll do a Jujutsu Kaisen episode. Trust me. We got to because it's so good. It's so iconic, and I feel like we're gonna have a big party for that.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. So, but now I want us to get through because technically the first season isn't even over because like it stopped because of the holidays and then it continued. Right. So let's get through season 1 and we'll talk about it. Whatever season 1 ends, and if season 1 doesn't end, we'll still do it. Just gotta get a couple more episodes in.
Do you know if it's 24 or 21 episodes? I feel like it's 21.
I guess it's as good as
I'm
mine,
feeling
brother.
24 to 26 to be real.
Yeah, I'm feeling around that range. Definitely. Like Demon Slayer range. Definitely. And, you know, what do they call it? In Japan, in America, we call it 6 seasons in a movie. In Japan, it's 26 it's 26 episodes in a movie. Let's be real.
What? Oh, so
but if it has 26 episodes, it probably won't have a season 2, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but that's why they get
that's what it usually happens.
That's why.
Of course, it's 26.
Yeah, but it was super popular. If it doesn't get popular enough, it usually stops at 26.
But Jujutsu Kaisen is popular, though.
Oh, yes.
It is really popular. Like,
have you not seen the memes? The sheer amount of memes. Well,
I really haven't seen a lot, to be honest.
Oh, I'm gonna share it with you. I'm gonna just put it.
Here's the thing: Jujutsu Kaisen is as popular as Demon Slayer when it came out.
Yeah. Is it? I don't know. I think Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I think Demon Slayer was blowing that one out of the water, dude.
That's true.
I don't know about that. Demon Slayer, like. I knew Demon Slayer existed. Demon Slayer was like a part of it. Was Demon Slayer, Dr. Stone, and Fire Force, which is like, okay, this is the new hotness, right? Like, right now, I feel like I don't know if Jujutsu Kaisen is yet the new hotness. It should be.
It should be. It's right.
I know in my circles, but I don't know in the world. You know.
Yeah. All I know is I see a lot more people walking around with Demon Slayer shirts than Jujutsu Kaisen shirts.
No, let's be real. One's going to. No, I wouldn't wear something probably from Jujutsu Kaisen really like that.
I would.
No. But you know what I would wear? I would walk around with a whole Demon Slayer outfit on from time.
Yo, I was about to look for a hoodie with Giyu's pattern because that hoodie is just clean as hell.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I would wear that whole outfit and be like, and then you take off the main
and you got
the destroy on the back. I'm like, yeah, destroy. Like, I'm just saying. Oh man,
I'd rock Yusuke's uniform. Like it's just a very basic school uniform, but it's like, is Yusuke your mesh uniform?
I rock Hiei's all day.
See, I'd have to save up, guys, because I just bought a Kenpachi captain jacket.
No, nice. That's crazy. You gotta show us.
What I'm about to save up for and get is the Tanjiro's final sword that he gets.
Yeah.
If you read
that, homie.
Yeah.
Oh, I just ordered all of Demon Slayer in print, so I'm gonna have the books.
Oh, nice!
I'm very excited for that. Yeah, they should get here by like Halloween.
I'll finish reading it, man. You'll be blown.
I know I'm not ready. So when I first watched My Hero, and I know we're getting off topic, and we'll pull us back. When I first watched My Hero, I caught up to season 2 and immediately started reading. I was like, I need to know everything. I can't there was something about Demon Slayer that I was just looking up a character and it was like character dies and I was like, oh well.
So you can't do that for yourself. You can't. Any manga, you're going to ruin it because if the anime doesn't continue, you start and then you like catch a meme of a manga, you be like, what? What?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
So it is.
Spoil some stuff about Beastars just because I was looking up a character and this thing came up and I was like, wow, I did it to myself.
Yeah.
Can't even be mad at me.
Yeah. Sorry, man. You did it to yourself, like you said.
It was me.
All right. So we talked about our least favorite arcs for Yu Yu Hakusho. Now here's my thing. What about Yu Yu Hakusho made it something that'll go down in anime history? What made it iconic to you?
Like, I don't. So to me, or like in general,
and to you in general, whatever floats your boat, whatever comes first.
So to me in general, I think the sheer the time that it came out was a perfect time because it came out when all these animes are starting to get. I guess because when it comes from there to here, it's considered westernized, correct, or is it or what?
Yeah, basically
localized, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Either way, you know what I'm saying. But like, it came out at the perfect time. You had all these animes coming out, and all of a sudden, other people were like, "Oh, I like this. Maybe I'll like this." And it came out in a time where everybody was starting to get into the anime hype, like real seriously. Like Toonami's coming out, all of a sudden Funimation's doing shit, and like. I don't know. It like I said, it just came out at the right time, and it did well for itself.
True.
For me, that is very true, and I appreciate your analysis. For me, just with being born and raised on Shonen's my wheelhouse. I can watch Shonen and then just be like, well, this is silly, but I still appreciate it,
Yeah.
But I really think what set Yu Hakusho was apart was just how great all the cast was. Like, of the four boys running around, but like you still got Keiko. I never forget when the bugs were running around with the zombies and it was Botan and Keiko and they were just like,
oh yeah, they
people with sticks.
They was
out. She's not like helpless. Everybody's scared of Yusuke, and then Keiko will just run up and just like grab him by the ears, like stop. And everybody's like, she grabbed Urameshi. Like just a very very solid cast. Very memorable characters, like I said, like the Togurus, like Genkai, and I think that's what it was for me. That I don't feel like there were any like throwaway characters of the main cast, and they did a good job because the thing about melodrama is like everything just keeps going up and up and up and up until you hit. I call it the danger of Super Saiyan 3 because like once you hit Super Saiyan 3, you're like, okay, first couple of chapters, you got to stop a petty criminal. The last couple of chapters, you're blowing up the planet. It's like, okay. Well, it blew up Earth. Got to go to the planet of the Kais. Oh, man, he's about to blow up the planet of the Kais. Anyway, I think they did a great job of keeping everyone on the level, and it wasn't just like Yusuke blowing past everybody. Right. Like Goku just blew past everybody. Like Ichigo just blew past everybody, Yeah. So that was something I liked, personally.
For me, I think it was the story and the sheer artistry. Like the artwork, because I love the new school anime too, and like the visuals and everything. But something about old school anime, especially like with the grunginess that comes with the fights, how grungy look at like how anime in the 90s had the more grungy side of the artistry for it. It's something about it, especially when they got down to fighting, that just grabbed my attention. Especially like, okay, this is my favorite fight, hands down, in the series of Yu Yu Hakusho. Favorite fight of all time. And it was the quickest fight in the whole series. And this is why I will always say he is my favorite character. He is that boy.
That boy.
When they fought the four Saint Beasts. And he went toe to toe. Not even toe to toe. He had demolished this dude. The Ice Dragon dude. Yeah. He was doing this. They were both really fast at what they were doing. Hiei was quick, but he was quick, but Hiei was quicker. Hiei slashed this dude 16 times in the blink of an eye. And then landed with his legs and everything frozen. But the thing is, you thought Hiei was done for. Hiei stood up. As soon as he stood up, this dude whole face cracked in half.
You can't forget it, man. You can't forget it.
The fight was so short. that just shows how like he was in like I said, it was unimaginable how crazy Hiei was at that point in time. Like, and then no one could really keep a track. Like, Yusuke saw some of the slashes, but didn't see all of them. At that point in time, if he and Yusuke had went at it, I don't think Yusuke would have stood a chance.
It's fact. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts.
Like, I was like, okay, Hiei, you the bull. You that bull, Hiei. Out here with the sword skills. You was out here. But yeah, it was the sheer artistry in the story, man. Like, they knew how to draw out the story along with the art, in my personal opinion. So it was good. So
they really had solid just character development all around.
That's
man.
true too.
Yeah, like it was one of those that you grew with the characters, man, and it was wonderful watching.
Mm-hmm. Especially like when you found out he actually has a soft side because of his sister.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was like, Yukina, I'm coming. I was like, hey man, you out here trying to save your baby sis. I respect you, bro.
I respect you,
but she almost killed that. He if it wasn't for her, he definitely would have killed that dude. that he would have killed. He was smacking the crap out of dude, yo, back and forth. But yeah, man. So I think we did a good amount of talking about Yu Yu Hakusho. Overall, Yu Yu Hakusho is one of those animes that's going to remain iconic for the sheer impact it had on the anime community when it came out, in my personal opinion.
Also, for those watching who do not know, which I think that is a very small percentage of people, but we care about you too. Mm-hmm. The author of Yu Yu Hakusho not only is also the author of Hunter x Hunter, he's also married to the author of Sailor Moon. So that's just a very was a more iconic household. Like
it's a tight knit group right there, man.
Yeah, the great minds. Could you imagine their house? It must be a mess. Well, it must have been a mess. I'm sure it's not.
Nah, man. We didn't imagine their house. I imagine their room where they did all their work, man. I could just see like shelves of manga. I want to be in that room. Like.
Did you ever see the drawing? They did a drawing of whatchamacallit? What is her name? Tsukino. What is her name?
Who?
Usagi. It's Usagi doing a spirit gun and Yusuke doing the thing.
Oh my gosh! No, I've never seen that.
Yeah, I'll find it and I'll put it in the Discord. It was really cool.
All right, cool. I got to check that out. But yeah, man, definitely. That probably is one of my favorite animes, hands down. It just left a really good impression on me.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you two could be here for this. I really enjoyed it. As always, like you guys definitely like make it interesting and enjoyable. So, but yeah, as for everybody who watches this or watches this, going down the line or whatever, Yu Yu Hakusho is definitely an icon in the anime community. If you've never watched it or you watching anime, you've never heard of Yu Yu Hakusho, if you don't give it a chance, you'll never know. But like, you gotta give it a try. It's one of those animes that you'll definitely have an impact on. And if you don't watch anything else for the rest, if you don't can finish the anime, at least get through the Dark Tournament. At the very least, the Dark Tournament.
Keep going. But keep going.
Yeah, keep going if it's still keeping you into it. But the Dark Tournament, that is something that is a must watch. I truly believe that. Sure. You guys got anything to say before we head out?
Arjun?
At the Blurb Bar, shameless plug. Tone's going to be there.
We already have. We're already talking about me being on a show. Sometime in March. So
also, Tone, thank you, man. Thank you for having the initiative to get us all together and putting this all together and doing all that you do. So thank you, man.
Yeah, man. Man. I love doing this. I love it, man. And talking about anime always brings a joy to me, man. Especially when we talk about throwing hands, man. I love that. I love when they throw hands, man. Especially, oh man, I'm gonna save it. Jujutsu Kaisen, they've been throwing hands, man. Oh god,
bro. I think there's this new. I can't even pinpoint when it happened, but like there's just a level of pop off that happens in every episode. It happens in Fire Force and it happens in Jujutsu Kaisen. It doesn't really happen in Demon Slayer that much, for real. Yeah. But like Jujutsu Kaisen, something's popping off in every episode. I gotta give Fire Force that credit. Now, when we talk about Fire Force, I don't know if we have already.
No, we haven't. We're going. I'm
gonna be there.
No,
and I'm gonna rant about it.
No, Fire Force. I'm a rant.
We got some ranting to do. But Jujutsu Kaisen, just this new like. It's just a sheer amount of pop off in every episode. Even, believe it or not, in the second season of Dr. Stone, there's so far in every, and we're only on episode 3, but like every episode just has some type of pop off. And I'm like, I like this. This is nice. I like this. Stuff's going on.
But yeah, man.
As a new standard in anime.
Yeah, well, that is true. Granted, that is true. So, but yeah, what about you, Risky? Anything to say?
Just thanks for having me here, man. I love talking about anime, and I was super excited when you said we're going to do Yu Yu Hakusho, so I'm glad I was able to make it.
Yeah, so the plan is I'm going to go back and like we've talked about different genres in the earlier episodes and everything like that. Like we combined and we talked about multiple animes in one genre. Like we did the darkness genre, like dark anime. We did Toonami, we did martial arts anime and stuff like samurai anime, blah 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 blah. It's a long list of stuff that we already done. Yeah. Now my goal is to do strictly like one anime and talk about it, and then after we talk about a good amount of anime by sticking just to one anime and talking about it, I want to talk about one second.
We'll be right back after these messages. Are you tired of this happening?
I'm sorry. I want to talk about like comparisons for anime or like who you think would beat who and stuff like that. That's the goal.
Oh man,
and that's where it's going. And that's where I feel like Binge or Cringe is going to get crazy. Like the what if battles. So
I guess the big question. I have a question for you, Tone. Yu Yu Hakusho. Binge or Cringe? What do we say?
It's a binge, 100%. It is what it is. Okay, for me, the cringiest thing was the third arc, but I love as an entirety, it's a binge, and I will say that I even dare to say that you guys agree with me on that. So,
oh yeah,
watch the series. Now, speaking for, what do you think Cobalt will say?
Oh, Cobalt will hands down say it is a binge. Mm-hmm. Cobalt, shout out to Cobalt. He couldn't be here tonight due to circumstances, but he had
to get his pacemaker replaced.
Oh yeah, he's our old timer. It is what it is. But we love him still the same. Get your weight up, Cobalt. Get your look. Replace that kneecap that you had removed with a new one. Get a new knee and get back in here.
He can't even defend himself. We can't keep picking on him.
No, what are you talking about? I'm gonna pick on Cobalt all the time. And he was like, "Tone, that hurts," but I love you, Tone. I'll be like, "I love you too, Cobalt." I can tell you exactly what he would have said. But yeah, definitely have Cobalt and a lot of the rest of the gang on the next episode, which I'll get that out soon for us or get that scheduled. But without further ado, this was an episode of Binge or Cringe. I was joined by my boys Argent and the legendary Risky Sama. And as always, I'm your boy Ideal Tone. And I just made that known. Later.
Good night, everyone.